Yeah, so I'm really big on personalization. I think that something I really love about games is being able to just like personalize your character as much as you want. So change your colors, change your outfits, change what weapons you use. And obviously with this one, we're decorating a house, so you get to decorate the house the way that you'd like. And then you get bored of decorating your house, or you're happy with decorating your house. So we have, options to decorate other people's houses too. So that's sort of what that was all planned around. But yeah, I would really love to see, what colors people pick and what outfits are the favorites and all those sorts of things. So we're going to lean very heavily into that, customization.
Oh,
Yeah.
we good? You back? Everything's good?
Oh dear.
Can you hear me? No.
Ooh.
Hello. Uh, hello?
Looks like you're back.
Sure, okay. I hate
I
Discord
think
so much.
maybe a slight disconnect or something.
Yeah, I guess so. Um, where did I'm not sure if you kept going there. What you'd said.
Ooh, where did we get up
We're
to?
talking
What was the
about
last thing you
house design. You design houses for everyone else when you get bored of designing your own house. Yeah, basically that's pretty much where we were.
Yeah, pretty much. So like the core of it is like just being able to personalize your character,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Like
yes.
I'm big on personalization, and so being able to change your outfits and your swords and your color. We also have pets, we have wings, we have trails. So I'm really keen to see what are the favorites in that. Who uses what particle effects and who uses what costumes and all that. So we're going to lean very heavily into the customization. So if that's your kind of game, then this game's probably for you.
That's cool. I this does raise the question of Gamescope. Gamescope. Like this
Mm.
can be that entire system by itself could be a game by itself, and the dungeon side could be a game by itself. So, how big do you want the game to be? How do you make sure that you actually have a game to eventually release? Like, what
Yeah, I mean,
criteria is here?
you're right, 100%. It is a little bit ambitious as a first project, but we've got a really solid team that we work with on this. And while this is our first independent project, we also do some work for hire stuff as well. So we do release projects with other partners and those sorts of things too. It is, yes, it's definitely an ambitious scope. I'll completely agree with you on that. But we have done what we can to de-scope it and remove a lot of the excess baggage that's on the sides as well. One of the ways that we've done that is just by simplifying a lot of systems. So rather than having, like, for example, we used to have it that when you got a piece of furniture, it could have a plethora of different stats on it, and it would have like 1 to 3 different stats on it, and all of those would have a range of different numbers. And we've completely done away with all that in lieu of just like a single icon essentially. So the depending on the type of furniture that you get more icons or more sigils, I should say. But it's kind of like a one for one now rather than this whole big overarching system. That just helps a lot with the balancing and that sort of thing. The other thing is that we know that our target market could be a bit of a younger audience as well, because it is quite a cutesy looking game. And so we want something that's simple enough that pretty much anyone can pick it up and play it. We're really focused on accessibility as well. So while it does feel like there's a lot going on, a lot of it is very simple. Well, not very simple, but simple enough that people can play it and still have fun.
Right, right. So I guess how maybe it's a hard question to answer. Like, how much game do you want there to be?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, there's two kind of worlds for this one. There's sort of like the world where, we make the game and there's only a few people that want to play it. And then, we've finished it and we start working on the next game, right? But then there's also a world where this is like a really great project and there's a big audience for it, and we build a giant community around it. And at that stage, it's kind of like, well, what does the audience want to see? Because if you guys want to see more stuff, then we'll organize to do that as well. One of the benefits of being an indie studio is the fact that we're independent, right? We can decide, you know what, I will spend a couple extra months doing this thing, or maybe I won't spend a couple of months. I can see a future where we have a bunch of like seasonal content like Diablo does, with new dungeons and new enemies and new furniture sets. I can see a world that we add a whole bunch of cosmetics that come in, and special challenges that you can do. But all of that is post-release content.
Sure.
So all of that's like, we've done the core game, we have the core story, and then after the core story is finished, if there's an audience for the game, yeah, we'll do more stuff to make it cool for everybody. But yeah, that's probably the most like professional answer that I can give about that. As far as the current scope goes, we're feeling pretty confident that this thing is going to come out relatively soon. I'm not going to give any dates or anything like that, but yeah, we're really hopeful that we'll see it out soon enough.
Well, maybe an easier to answer question then. What is the scope for the demo?
Great, yeah. So the scope for the demo it's pretty close to what you guys have probably seen at conventions. So there's a couple more cutscenes and a couple more little extras and some polish on that as well. But effectively, it's the first half of the first act of the game.
Okay.
So it's about a 30-ish minute demo if you just play through the full content. But if you want to repeat dungeons and things like that, it can go out a little bit more. Maybe if you're a speedrunner, you can do it in 10 minutes or something. I'm not sure, but yeah. So it's not like a heavy demo that'll take hours and hours to play, but I'm hoping it'll give everybody just enough of a taste of what the idea is, that you can go, oh yeah, this is something I'm into, or you can say, no, I'm not into it, and I'll take it off my wish list.
Right.
So yeah.